from the Blaze that is titled "Send This to Your Democrat Friends." It's gotta be interesting. Like, share, comment. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, and hit that subscribe button if you're new. Join the family. All right, join the family. And sharing is caring, of course. You know, if you enjoy this video, share it with somebody. Sharing is caring. Send it to a neighbor or something. Let's dive in.
I will tell you this, the president is the best communicator that we have in the White House.
Let me start off with two words. Made in America. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
More than half the women in my cabinet, more than half the people in my cabinet, more than half the women in my administration are women. No one's ever wondered that I mean what I say.
More than half of the women in your cabinet are women? What?
Questions I sometimes say all that I mean. I guess that old expression, the proof of the pudding's in eating. I'm going to hand it over to Secretary, Mr. Secretary. I'm going to have you speak now. I was going to put him in.
It just reminded me, this wasn't the clip, which is crazy. This is crazy. This clip right here.
Secretary, Mr. Secretary, I'm going to have you.
Mr. Secretary, he called Buttigieg booty juice once. I want to say that was a YouTube short that I dropped where you said that. Oh man, I don't remember, but I remember checking it out with you guys, and oh man. he called him Pete Booty Juice. And apparently that wasn't the only time. I mean, it sounded like he was about to say booty juice right here too in this clip. I mean, goodness gracious.
Speak now. I was going to put him the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping. We're going to seize their yachts, their luxury homes, and other ill-begotten gains of Putin's kleptocracy. Kleptocracy and the guys who are the kleptocracies. I want to thank the former general. I keep calling him general, but the guy who runs that outfit over there. I want to make sure we thank the secretary.
And Representatives Shirley Jackson Lee, Al Green, Sylvia Garcia, Lizzie Pinelli, Pinell, and what am I doing here? I'm going to lose track here. And thanks to Ron Wyden and Jeff Merkley and Earl Bum, Earl
Bum.
I know. You can call me Biden. Joe Biden.
It is noteworthy that the percentage of women who register to vote and cast a ballot is consistently higher than the percentage of the men who do so. End of quote. Repeat the line. Women are not without electoral and or political or maybe precise, not and or political power.
I'm running as a proud Democrat.
Repeat the line. Higher than the percentage of the men who do so. End of quote. Repeat the line. Women are not without electoral and or political or maybe precise, not and or political power.
I'm running as a proud Democrat for the Senate.
If you agree with me, go to Joe 30330 and help me in this fight.
Text Joe 23. Excuse me, I got to get this right. Joe to 30330.
That's why we were defeated in 2018 when they tried to do it. We went to 54 states. The way China will respond is when we gather the rest of the world that in fact believes in open trade and making sure that we're in a position that the world that we deal with WHO the right way. That in fact. That's when things began to change. That's when China's behavior is going to change.
We bring social workers into homes and parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. play the radio, make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone, make sure the kids hear words. A kid coming from a very poor school, or a very poor background, will hear 4 million words fewer spoken by the time they get there.
It's a case where we cannot.
Joe talking about raising kids? Nah. I ain't taking no advice from him. Absolutely not.
We've never allowed any crisis from the Civil War straight through to the pandemic of 17, all the way around 16. We have never let our democracy take second fiddle. We can both have a democracy and elections and at the same time correct the public health.
The first frost, you know what was happening. It had to put on their windshield wipers to get...
It's not a democracy, it's a constitutional republic, but hey, anyway.
First frost, you know what was happening. It had to put on their windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer. So there's a lot of...
Maybe that's why you got some brain cells missing. I don't know. I'm sorry. I was talking about this video I was watching on my phone for a second. I'm sorry. That wasn't about Joe. Woo, man. Goodness gracious.
Major things we've done. But what we haven't done is we haven't been able to communicate it in a way that is, let me say another way.
Well, see, that's kind of perfect. Yeah,
Well,
we haven't been able to communicate it.
I'm prepared to say...
Yeah, because there isn't anything to communicate. And even if there was, you couldn't communicate it. And you just displayed it. Great job. That's something that you did good. Legit. That is something. Listen, I just found something that Joe Biden was good at. He's good at displaying how bad he actually is. I found something, guys. I found it. I can finally say I know something he's good at.
That I have a record of over 40 years and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
Sorry.
What?
Go ahead.
No, probably best I don't.
So, send this one to all your Democrat friends. And to any Democrats that happen to be watching, is this actually who you really want? Was that who you want in office still? This guy? That's your guy. That's your guy. That's who you will allegedly pick over Uncle Trump. Now explain to me why. After the video you just watched, for any Democrats watching, after that video you just watched of your president, of our president, really, mumbling, bumbling, stumbling over all types of words, and there's more clips than that, right? You would choose that over Uncle Trump because the media painted Uncle Trump in a bad light? And I used to be one of those people that believed it. Believe it or not, as much stuff as I say now in my videos, I used to be one of the folks that kind of believed what the media was saying. I'm ashamed to admit it, but the truth is the truth. It is what it is. It is what it is, you know? I can't change it, right? The past is the past, you know? Hey, if I could time travel, man, I have a whole lot of money, I tell you that. If I figured out how to time travel, goodness gracious. Sheesh. But, all seriousness, I used to be one of the folks that believed it. Oh, yeah. Trump, no good, very bad, terrible guy. And then I embarked on this journey, and it really opened my eyes to the truth, to what is actually happening. And if you guys remember, when this journey first started, I sounded nothing like what I sound now. The whole thing's been documented. The videos are still up, so feel free if you want to kick back one Saturday and go through the journey with me. It started a little over a year ago, so you'd have to go back a little over a year on the channel. One of my first videos, I think, was a Jordan Peterson video, and it wasn't even a political video. It was just like a ragdag. Oh man, what was that Jordan Peterson video on? I'm pretty sure my first video was Jordan Peterson, then like my second one was like a Thomas Sowell video. And you know, from there, you know, it's been on and on. I've checked out all kinds of people, all kinds of folks from both sides of the aisle. Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk, you know, the whole gamut. What's the black guy's name that was debating Jordan Peterson, and he called him, you know, some kind of crazy name, and he always speaks in big words. Michael Eric Blackson? No, Dyson. Michael Dyson, is that his name? I think he has like two last names or something. There was an older white gentleman. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. I'll check them all out. And after watching all of those videos, this is where I ended up realizing that mainstream media lied to me. They managed to convince me that this guy was better than Uncle Trump. And to any Democrats that are still watching, he ain't better than Uncle Trump. Just watch some videos and find out for yourself. Don't listen to mainstream media. Don't listen to social media. You watch the videos on your own and be honest